Well, hello there everybody and welcome to the latest video. Today I'm going to be talking about and reacting to a big mod that is coming up from Kaiodenic. Is a big JWE Jurassic World Evolution modder, responsible for mixed eras, expanded weather, expanded dinosaur behaviors, and there is a huge update to mixed eras coming up, so I've got permission from him to react to the video about some of the features that are coming up with this mod. So I hope you enjoy the video, and also once this mod releases I will cover it with a short, do a community post, everything like that, to let you know it's become available too. So let's have a look at this video then. Okay, so here is the video in question. This is the JPEO and Ultimate Mixed Eras 1.7 feature demo by Kaiodenic. I'm going to link his channel and the video down below. Please sub to him, get all the latest updates on the mods that he's working on. Insanely good stuff, historically and obviously going forwards as well. So let's hit play on this video and see what's in here. I will just let you know I have already seen this video, but I'm just going to give my thoughts and opinions on how good this is going to be. Okay, Jurassic Park era overhaul video. Look, many features, me likey. Remote hatcheries in sandbox and challenge. Now if you bear in mind, when you play sandbox, essentially you just have to place hatcheries, but in the Jurassic Park Return to Jurassic Park campaign, to get dinosaurs you have to order them in from a remote hatchery. So having that available in sandbox is very good indeed. It's something that's yet to be seen, so very keen to see that. Of course, just going to turn the audio down a bit in my headset there, kind of blasting my ears off, but that's very interesting. Yes indeed, I'm keen to have that feature. It's not something I'd probably use all the time, but that's okay. A feature nonetheless. No track constraints. Now this is something that looks very, very interesting. With previous versions of mixed eras you've needed to do this crossing tool, which is quite awkward. With this update it looks as though the track crossings, the no track constraints should I say, will literally just go through paths and existing objects. Like there's literally no clipping or anything like that, so you can set up like multiple like tour stations, converging paths, and straight through guest paths as well. Yeah, that's something that is going to be very useful to a lot of people. Without mods, basically, you have to you have to kind of plan your paths around the tour track, and doing like a full park tour track is difficult when you're trying to get buildings in the middle. But like that, you've got like junctions on your tours and everything like that. No path constraints. This is going to be another biggie. As you can see right there, look, you can put paths. I see the footage is looks a little bit sped up there, but that's all good. You see, you can place paths around buildings and everything like that. Look at how good that looks. I've never even considered anything like that before. This is another massive feature. No scenery constraints. Just look at this. This is one of the big features that I'm excited for. The ability to modify aviaries with this. What is this? What is this wizardry? Yeah. That looks great, being able to put stuff on paths and everything like that. Underwater and underground feeders. I'm still a little bit unsure as to how this works, but it looks as though you place a feeder in water, and then you remove the water, and then it somehow deletes the base of the feeder or something. I see. Yeah, delete the water, then flatten, and then as you can see, look, the feeders become kind of invisible. So then in the footage coming up, you get to see that you can basically place like other scenery items around it, like so, and it looks like the animals are like actively foraging. How cool does that look? Up until now we've got them ugly feeders, No good at all. Yeah, that looks much better. Like say with raptors, you could put the feeders in tall grass or short grass or something like that. Yeah, this is another one which really caught my eye when I saw this. Just being able to place scenery anywhere, and it not flatten the terrain around it. If you remember on the big park build, I had problems with that in the Triassic enclosure where I had the big rock structures. Anytime I wanted to just place a tree, all my rock structures would flatten. Yeah, and you obviously, where there's steep slopes, let me just pause a second. Where there's steep slopes, there's kind of like an assumed curve. So when you put in an object, it kind of assumes that there needs to be a curve like this long, if you know what I mean, like that long. So if there is a steep cliff, you need a set width around it to put any items down, which is very, very janky. Yeah, and I'm very glad that you can now just, well, we'll be able to put stuff anywhere in future. Okay, so this is no scenery terrain flattening again in action. Now, the possibilities with this, like that, I mean, that's just one example, but this is basically just making it so that your imagination is the limit. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Not the game's own arbitrary limits. No entity terrain blockers now. Bear in mind with terrain tools, usually, say if there's a dinosaur in the way, especially if it's sleeping, vehicles, things like that, you wouldn't be able to use terrain tools while there's vehicles or dinosaurs in the way. That looks like this is just going to completely remove that limitation as well. Fantastic. So I don't have a clue how you're doing this, Kaiodenic, but you're doing some amazing work here, mate, honestly. Being able to modify the scenery that quick as well with the vehicles on it looks like could make some quite hilarious videos as well, just kind of catapulting vehicles into the air. Capture the vehicle, yep. That's fantastic, that. Putting the physics into action there. So no building constraints. Yeah, as you know, if you try and put buildings too close together on uneven terrain, it won't let you do it. That's once again because of that arbitrary kind of terrain, assumed curve. This also fixes that. Not fixes it, but makes it possible, you know what I mean? It is an intended design feature. But look at that, you can just stack buildings. Like, what is this? What is this? This is crazy. I'm so stoked for this. This is another one of the craziest features. Instant like terrain tools. So obviously with the intensity slider there, if I just pause this, I know the video's just kind of like blocked it a little bit, but there's now with the intensity slider, the lowest is now basically what the highest was before. So if you crank that up to full and you use any brush, it's like literally instant with trees and foliage and all them kind of things, which makes park building a whole lot quicker. Yeah, so that's fantastic. Just take a look at this. Instantaneous. Honestly, dude, that is mad. Yeah, and obviously you can turn the intensity down if you so choose. With the terrain brush as well, there is a way to kind of apparently switch between the intensity on the foliage and then over to the terrain brush. I've never quite figured out how to do it, but now there is an intensity slider on the terrain brush. So you can have like very slight patches of, say, sand or grass within dirt or rock or something like that. Just looking at this little bit here, look, you can see that's like medium intensity, low intensity. That is incredible. Look how good that looks, you know, because you do often see that, you know, when you're on like at the beach or anything, you do often see where there's grass, bits of sand and things like that, and that just looks absolutely incredible to me. That's fantastic. Low intensity, low radius. Look, just to slightly pepper in bits and bobs, and then instant terrain thingy there. Yeah. Honestly, look at all them features that are coming in this Ultimate Mixed Eras update. Kaiodenic, you know, respect, mate. You're making the game so much better. Yeah, that is crazy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Obviously, go over, subscribe to Kaiodenic. Check out his video as well, obviously, to see it for yourself. I know I've just waffled over the top of basically everything that's going on there. If there is multiple options for installing this, I will do an install guide video as well, similar to the expanded behaviors. When that released, a few people were having issues. So I will do a guide video for this, possibly do an overhaul guide video, because my last one's a bit out of date now. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you've not subscribed already, please do, to keep up to date with all the Jurassic World Evolution 2 news, Jurassic World Evolution mods, new species, things like that. I'm covering it all the time, doing live streams and that 2 or 3 times a week now as well. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.